So,
get it?
okay. Here's my one-on-one.
So good. But it's using all Disney lettering.
That's quite cool. That's really cool. Thank you. Yeah.
What does VeVe do? Now, what you can do is get a weatherman and have him come out and augment reality. They can come right into your living room and I can give the weather. Really?
Yes. You want to try it out?
Go past guy in the purple, go up and get one out there. Nikki, I need you to help me out with VeVe, handing some of these out. There you go. All right, you came from Israel, and all you got was this t-shirt from VeVe.
Deadpool, those mighty. Now, VeVe is the home of premium licensed digital comics and collectibles from Marvel and more. And this is a con exclusive shirt. But make sure you visit their booth right over there to get signed up for the VeVe app for a free con exclusive Marvel comic to get you started on your digital collecting journey. Alrighty. Ooh. We have quite a bit of shirts. Alright, let's do this. Alright. I got an extra large!
His spacecraft is actually
Oh, he's coming.
Oh my goodness.
Hello, sweet boy. That's a strut right there. That's like, I'm owning this.
This might be the greatest moment of my life. Look
That's
at this
so
suit.
good.
It is fully functional. You guys, give it up for Cosmo the space dog. Hi, baby boy.
Oh, what a good boy. What a sweet pup.
Good. Look, he even knows his mark. Oh, hello, baby.
Thank you.
Right over here, you can see me. You're gonna hit this button. Let's see your pose.
Hey guys, so I'm here with Bill Burns and I'm a huge fan. I've been following his content pretty much ever since I saw the Walt Disney magical moment with Mickey Mouse. So I have a huge fandom for Disney. I think we probably both share that. But I wanted to ask you, what got you into like cosplay?
Well, I've been an Old West reenactor for about 25 years. I portrayed Wyatt Earp for about 15. My mustache was 5 times. You could. I had a mustache so big you could see it from behind. I've robbed trains, been all over the Old West, robbed banks, did the OK Corral numerous times. But as that sort of died out for us, given the environment, and we're trying to get, all anti-gun stuff, we just kind of let it go away. And then cosplay came up, and it was something, my wife was cool with doing the whole Old West thing. When cosplay came up, it was something we could do together.
Yeah.
And it was something that we could design our costumes together. And, it's kept the marriage really strong.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, because we play off each other. What do you think of this? What do you think of that? And then, and I've been designing my cosplays around my mustache, of course, because I had the mustache for like 34 years. And yeah, that's basically how I got it.
So do you consider yourself a Disney fan?
Very much so.
And what inspired you to portray Walt?
Well, you probably heard of Dapper Day.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. So we had done a few Dapper Days.
Excellent.
It got to the point where I felt like I was running the same thing. And I was looking, we were at the restaurant once, the Storytellers with the
Yes,
characters.
absolutely.
And there was a picture of me with Pluto, and I'm smiling in the picture, and I'm looking at it, my wife's looking at it, and she goes, that looks like him. And 2 years later go by. I didn't think about it. So Dapper Day was coming up. So I started playing with my hair, and oddly enough, I started practicing Walt's smile in the mirror.
Aww.
Sounds weird, but there was the smile he had.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I might be able to pull this off.
Yeah.
So we did it. I bought a suit, and I got the Smoke Tree Ranch Titan.
Yes.
I had to get it 3D printed because those things are hard to find.
Wow.
And I brought Walt to the first Dapper Day, and people were stunned.
Yeah, did people freak out about that?
Yes, but not in a way that it would be a year later before when that video broke.
Yeah.
Which was completely an accident.
Right.
Because we've been trying to get pictures with Mickey for 2 years. And when the opportunity finally came up, we stood in line, and we were about 15 in line, and the cast member said, well, we're going to cut the line off. And he looked at me and he goes, oh, come here, and he pulls me aside. And then Mickey comes up, and you saw what happened.
Yeah.
The thing is, we just got photos. And an hour later goes by, we're walking along Main Street, and we get a text from our media manager, and she says, what'd you guys do? We didn't do anything. There's a video up there that has 1 million views.
Wow.
And it's been a ride since then.
That's so cool.
And I get older folks who have lost their children coming up to me in chairs, and
How does that make you feel?
it's overwhelming. It's hard not to break into tears
I
myself.
imagine.
And when you're in a hobby where you can give so much back,
Yeah.
that is the best thing in the world. And you're just bringing happiness. People are so channeled into that man.
Yeah.
And I just want to do right by him.
Oh.
And that's why we don't bring Walt to cons like this. You know,
Right.
You know,
Yeah, I
we
get
understand the environment. We keep him strictly Disney related. We're very protective of it right
I love that.
So
Really cool. So one last question. One of my favorite things at Disneyland is the VeVe Bash.
yes,
Do you attend, and if so, who do you dress as for that?
you're looking at it.
Nice.
I've been attending Avengers Campus dressed like this and going after Spider-Man and any of the other Avengers that are there. It's almost gotten to the point where they know I'm showing up.
Okay, I lied. I have one more question.
Go
How
for
do
it.
you feel about this backdrop that we're having?
How do I feel about it?
Yeah.
You got some spray paint?
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So grateful.
Hey everybody, how's it going tonight? Wow, you guys suck at cheering. We're gonna try that again. How's everybody going tonight? Let's fucking go! Real talk, real quick. We have a community member. His name is Silicon Secure. This guy is one of the most amazing humans in the world that I've ever met. This guy is going through some incredible hardships, and what we want to do is send him a video. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stand out here in the middle of the bowling alley. I'm going to do a selfie video. I'm going to get as many VeVe members as I can crowded in to the center. And we're going to all wish him an amazing luck, beautiful, wonderful human person that he is. We're going to be like, Silicon, we love you. That is the first thing we're going to do. The second thing we're going to do, we're going to do another video where we say we are all collectors at heart. Because you all are collectors at heart. I have met so many of you along the way on my journey when I've been going around the world, and you guys have incredible, inspirational stories. So what I want you to do is everybody crowd into the center of the room as close as you can.
1, 2, 3, we love you, Silicon!
We're recording? Oh, I need to bring my kids in.
Okay.
Chucky is a boy. What is it?
Okay. All right, we've just finished an awesome week at San Diego Comic-Con. How would you rate this year's experience?
Pretty much 10 out of 10 as usual.
What were some of like your favorite booths that you visited?
Well, I pretty much spend a good, I'd say, a couple miles walking around, looking from, you know, one end. I got a little map here. I mean, this year's show is huge. It's like in 6 locations. I mean, amazing exhibitors and artwork. I mean, from down here, you had all the private comic dealers with all the grills. Then moving towards the major center where VeVe and Marvel booth is, lots of event going on. And then there's different pavilions through like Lego, Hasbro, Star Wars. You got a lot of the Japanese anime, Bandai here. And further down here, you have all the artist alley. You know, every single one of them are pretty much very different. I mean, if you've been to Comic-Con, it's got something for everyone in every age group. The VeVe booth has to be one of the best experience. I mean, it's got AR and it's got a lot of writers came on the stage. There's the cosplay that Marvel put on. But overall experience is very, very good.
Yeah, the location of the VeVe booth was like right in the middle of everything. It was perfect. So can you share maybe some of your favorite collectibles that you got on this trip?
Yeah, this trip has been very good in a way as I managed to caught up with a lot of my collections. One of the first thing I purchased was the Alex Cross comic, the fill-in covers. I'm a huge fan of him. Alex have done other Ultraman covers on VeVe, and that really got me into collecting his stuff. Outside of VeVe, other collectibles that I have got, predominantly has been comic and getting few of the Grill comics signed. A lot of artworks. I managed to have a one-on-one time with Frank Miller, one of the top legendary artists in the comic industry.
And then I heard that you also got to chat with Todd McFarlane. Was that your first time meeting him?
Yeah, no, it's not the first time, but it's first time I had met him and introduced myself to him as from VeVe. I always have been a major fanboy of Todd. I was very lucky to get a wristband given to me, and you need one of these. I mean, the Todd is like another legendary guy. To get his meeting with him or signing with him, you need to have a wristband. I was very lucky to line up like ordinary people, didn't jump the line, and got my Batman Spawn signed comic book here.
That's a nice cover.
And I definitely had a good few-minute chat with Todd about what VeVe is about, and I addressed him as the Todd father.
Oh, no way.
He kind of got it. He go, yeah.
Wow, that's really cool. So did he say anything about VeVe that?
Yeah, I think one of the major things he acknowledges that we put him in the space first, and he is one of the first collectible, if not the first collectible on VeVe. And once again, the reason why we have chosen to put him as our first release is that I really admire him, his work, and the Todd McFarlane Batman is just one of the best looking statue on VeVe.
Yeah. So moving on, you went on your Asian expedition and you sort of dropped nuggets here and there to the community, but can you expand on what that travel was like for you? Yeah,
the whole month and a half has been very exciting. Being out of office, which means, it's major executions for 2024. A big part of our roadmap is expanding into the Asia roadmap. The idea is to onboard. I mean, many of our fans probably have seen that we now have different languages we support. Coming up will be Korean, Japanese, Spanish, French, and Mandarin on our app.
and that is part of our growth plan for year 3, is to onboard other regions. One of the difficulty and challenges getting into Asia, because the aggregator and the provider there are very different than what we have in the Western world. And also understanding that market and the size of it. Something really excites me is that the market in NFT in China can do in the marketplace as high as $1 billion per day in trade. These were some of the data that was provided to me from providers internally, gathering these daily gross market value revenue turnover. Other parts is signing up new IPs. Part of the trip was exploring Japan. You know, we hear many of our fans love the Japanese IP such as anime, and we do understand the importance. As much as we have great DC hero, Marvel heroes, or Star Wars, a lot of these great category, we really want to move into animations and anime, and hopefully one day you'll see manga on VeVe. Korea was also another great trip, visiting studio partnerships that we have built, understanding some of the technology that they have developed there, and this is more towards what will be look like in the future for the VeVeverse expansion. Many of us have known that or heard about the Apple Pro Vision glasses. You know, our job next is how we get the best experience enhanced for our users in that.
Super exciting. So I'm already ready for the next trip. Are there any events, announcements, or things that you're looking into that you can share?
Yeah, we haven't 100% confirmed where we will be for the remaining 2023. We are definitely going to hope to have a show or appearance in the West Coast. This West Coast, Anaheim coming up again, and we're hoping to do something around similar time as San Diego Comic-Con.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, but please do stay tuned. These have not been confirmed. We will have our marketing and team reach out and update our fans.
Awesome. All right. Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so you worked the booth a lot, and were there at least half the day, every single day. What would you say was your favorite moment being in the VeVe and Marvel booth?
I would say my favorite moment is seeing the new people come in that weren't really aware of VeVe. We'll show them the AR, take photos with them in AR, and just seeing their face understand or get what VeVe is and how cool it could be. Whenever we go to these Marvel booths, there's just massive opportunities to bring in these new fans in the fandoms that we're already working.
Yeah. So can you, the VR headsets were really popular. People saw them and wanted to experience it. Can you share with a fam what those people got to see in that VR experience?
Yeah. Well, at our booth, the Marvel Mighty statues that we have, they're about 1 meter tall or 3 foot for everyone over here in America, are a huge draw card. So what we wanted to do was to use the VR to help them understand the transition between the physical and the digital.
Right.
So we have the people come in, they see the 2 beautiful Mighty statues. We then say, hey, these are digital collectibles, and do you want to see them in the virtual showrooms? Right. So that kind of transition was really good. So we were basically showing the Marvel virtual showroom that's going to be coming to VeVe fans very soon. And we were showing off the whole Mighty range, and yeah, fans just really loved it.
Have you had a chance yet to look at some of the stats or data about the signups that we got? I mean, you were there, so you got to see how many people were signing up on the spot. But have you had a chance to see maybe any of that in-app activity throughout the week and the results of that?
I haven't looked at the actual numbers just yet, but the team has reported that the signups were very strong. Obviously, we were all at the booth. We were giving away the free collectible for users to come in. So overall, I would say this year, there was a lot more new fans coming in and being interested in joining up. So overall, these events are always very positive, and sometimes it's actually not just about the sign-up numbers, but about the awareness that we get, our association with Marvel, etc.
Yeah, I thought that was really beautifully done because everyone likes free stuff, and it got to the point where people would come up and ask me, like, I heard if I sign up, I get a free collectible, and it gets them really excited. But I had one experience with a sign up that I told this family about the app, got them excited. You could see like it click in their heads. I told them, here's this comic, and you can see what the the market prices are on it. And he goes, oh, I don't care what the market prices are. I'm going to keep this. And then he found me the next day and came back, and he told me, I'm already insanely addicted. I stayed up till 5 a.m. and I spent thousands, and he was already Diamond 1 level. Like
within 24 hours.
Within 24 hours.
Yeah.
So I personally witnessed a ton of success from the event.
Yeah.
So.
And I think that's one of the things when we were talking to people, you could tell straight away if they were collectors because they would just get it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then that kind of scenario happens,
Yeah.
as we've all been with VeVe.
Yeah, exactly. So can you share maybe the most exciting thing that you're working on right now?
Ooh, the most exciting thing, VeVe, we always have a lot of irons in the fire. I guess the next most exciting thing to be released will be the VeVeverse. That is coming along very, very well, and we should be having invites out to beta testers within the next couple of weeks.
Oh, very cool. Exciting. All right, well, thank you.
Thank you.